Good morning everyone, it's Sunday the 16th of January, 12:37 my time, so it's time to have a little recap again, follow up from last week and have a look ahead to this week in the markets. As I said midweek on one of my analysis posts, I entered EURGBP. As I believe we're forming a bottom down here. We're getting multiple wicks at this bottom side of the channel to the downside. So I entered the trade on that daily close, looking for a reversal here. The pound yen has shown signs of going to the downside, so we might have a bit of short to medium term weakness in the pound. So I think this week will be vital to show us on this pair whether we're right or wrong. As long as this low here is not broken and we don't go below, then I'm gonna keep holding. I haven't got a physical stop loss in place on this pair. I'll be keeping watch on it and then I'll close if it does start breaking below. But I think we should hold here. Obviously looking to break up and create a higher high and then another higher low, and then start making our way towards the top of the downside channel. Yeah, I think we're still going to see a reaction towards the moving average because we're a million miles away at the moment, so we should get a reaction next week, and then we'll take it from there once we meet the moving average and see how it reacts with it and what kind of strengths are going on. So onto that we'll go onto the pound yen, where after we've seen price hit the take profit zone, we got what looks like a double top, another touch of the supply zone there. Price has moved down and almost touched into the circled area that I had drawn out, but that was a very quick move and it's not something I would have traded. And I want to see much more of a touch on the downside of the upwards bullish channel, the weekly channel, from this zone. So I want to see candles touching it and closing around the area, possibly maybe even touching a demand zone like I've drawn out here before we start buying again. So yeah, so this one I'm going to be waiting a little bit longer, possibly this week as well, because obviously we're looking for the weakness in the pound for the EURGBP trade. So this is another one to watch out for. So yeah, almost there but not just quite, so the next few days might pan out, so that's one to keep your eye on, looking for trades around this area as long as support forms and we get some pin bars maybe on the 4-hour chart. Have a look for that. EURAUD still the same for me. I'm waiting for a bit more upwards movement towards this trend line at the top of this area. Possibly go up here, might even get squeezed to go down. That's what I'm looking for. And then if we go down like I've shown previous, we could sell from this zone back up to the supply unless it breaks, but it's a pretty strong demand zone, so I probably would take a buy from there, as we've had multiple buys from this demand zone before. That one was a killer trade. That one was quite good too. So yeah, I'll be looking for price to come up to the top of the trend line here and then sell below. If you manage to catch a sell on this trend line, I'll just keep holding, and then we'll see where price breaks out of this little squeezing wedge formation that we've got here. So that's EURAUD for me. EURUSD, first time I've included it last week on the analysis, especially on the videos. We've actually got some significant movement. This long downtrend that's been here for how long is that forming? Since last year. We've got a break above. We're currently getting a retest. We're trading above the moving average now. This could start to turn to the upside. So on market open, I'll be looking Monday, Tuesday. We might even get like a little consolidation doji candle here. So I'll be looking around this area for some support, and then take the trade going up towards TP1 of the supply zone here. And yeah, we're just looking for a standard trend formation of higher highs, higher lows, to continue on the on that pair. But yeah, I'll be looking to take a buy possibly on EURUSD on market open, maybe late Monday, Tuesday. We'll see what happens on that. Gold still looking quite bullish to me. Although we failed to make a new high here, we'll have to see what price does this week, whether it creates a higher low or not. But we could look to get a buy in if price moves down here. Just a little confluence zone. I'll be looking to go up towards the other side of that trend line there in the supply zone. So that's what I could be possibly looking for on gold, depending on how deep price moves to the downside over the next couple of days. I'll be looking to get a buy in possibly when price meets the moving average here. As you can see, it provides some nice dynamic support. So maybe a little bit more downside movement, and then catch a buy in on the on this trend line and the moving average for a couple of confluences back up to the supply zone up here. Long term, I still think gold's going to go up. As I say, with the battle with crypto, it's a physical insurance policy. It's a precious metal. Banks hold it in the safes. Blah blah blah. You know, there's multiple reasons why, fundamental reasons why gold should and could go up in price. So that's why I like looking for the buys on the pullbacks. So yeah, that's gold. I'll quickly run over Bitcoin because I've not been over Bitcoin much on this channel. I took a trade on this rejection candle here on the 10th of January. We've had a little bit of profit, but it looks like we're getting squeezed into corner on this trend line. This demand zone is a nice strong one. You can see the reaction when it was created, and then the reaction when we touched the trend line. We actually went up to make the all-time high at 68,000, or did it touch 17 now? We've seen price fall back to 30 now, 40,000. So what's that? That's a 50% retracement, 70 to 40, 35, almost 50%. So for me, touching this demand zone, it looks like a bottom is being formed on this bearish trend. So I took the buy. I mean, if we do get the price break above this trend line and above the moving average, we could see price go up. So I'm going to keep holding the buy for now. I also bought more physical to put in my wallet. So yeah, so that's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. Yeah, I'll be keeping hold of the buy from this candle here. Watching price now. Possibly the next few days will be vital on Bitcoin. So yeah, so keep watch on that one. And that's this week's update. If you like the video, what you see, and you want to see more or whatever, like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want to see, what pairs you want me to analyse, and I'll try to include it on the next video. See you next week.